Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida.
Hello, how are you?
Great, how are you doing, Gemma?
I'm good, thanks.
We're so glad to have you.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here and see what you guys have. I've never been here before.
Well, welcome to the Loxahatchee River Center.
Thank you.
So Gemma, today we're at the River Center over on US 1 in Jupiter, near the Jupiter Inlet. And we're talking about the Loxahatchee River, and we're exploring the Loxahatchee River by visiting the River Center. The Loxahatchee River is one of 2 national wild and scenic rivers in the whole state. It's a really special place. There are a lot of other great places in the area to go to: environmental education, Bush Wildlife Sanctuary. Of course, you can't visit Jupiter without visiting the lighthouse. I'm sure you've been there.
Yes.
The Marine Life Center down here. Today we're at the River Center, but we're going to be checking out habitats on the wild and scenic river, the cypress swamps, the mangroves, the seagrasses, and even the coral reefs. All of those habitats we're going to explore right here at the River Center.
So you have all of those different habitats inside?
The whole point is not everyone can go out and see and experience nature every day and on their own.
Right.
You can come here and totally check those habitats out inside in a pretty chill environment.
Oh my gosh, let's go.
Cool.
That's really cool. This tree is really cool.
So we actually went out on the Loxahatchee River, and the people that made the tree, they molded it off of a 200-year-old cypress tree.
What?
We couldn't get the whole thing in here.
That's really cool. Oh my gosh.
And so the cypress trees live in the cypress swamp, the freshwater part, and our very first tank, we call it the Wild and Scenic tank. This reminds us, this shows us what the wild and scenic part of the Loxahatchee River looks like.
That peiku fish is huge.
Oh man, it is a beast. So we've got, it's very curious, people are often surprised that we have more non-native species than native. Of course, have you seen the native species that's in here? Down on the bottom?
I saw a bass.
Yep, largemouth bass, native. The pacu is a fruit-eating fish from South America. The turtles are native. Soft-shell turtle, those are the coolest.
They're so cute.
There's an Oscar in the back, there are Mayan cichlids, there are spotted cichlids, there are blue tilapia. The crazy thing, whenever I grew up on the Loxahatchee River, we used to fish all day long in freshwater and never ever catch one of these non-native species, ever. And now if we were to take you out fishing, probably odds are more likely you would catch a non-native species than a native one. So Gemma, this is one of the coolest things in the whole River Center. It's the touch tank. And so you can come here and dive right in. Well, not actually dive in, but you can reach right in. There's so many great things that people can see and hold and touch.
Oh my gosh.
It's so fun for me to get to show people who've never touched a sea urchin.
Yeah.
Do you know where a sea urchin's mouth is?
Isn't it on the bottom?
It absolutely is. It's right there. If we look
That's so
right
cool.
here on the center, the mouth, you can see him moving the spines. They have all these little tube feet that can come out. You can tell the sea urchins will hold shells on them as decorations, trying to blend in, camouflage of course, and keep from being eaten.
Why they do that.
That's right, it's camouflage, trying to keep from being eaten. With their tube feet, they'll hold all these shells on it. It's such a fascinating animal. So that's curious, right? You just see it barely a little bit, but
Yeah.
we know there's something under the sand. And so we're just gonna dig under the sand and see if we can find out who's there. What?
That's so, what type of starfish is that?
Okay, so this is a 9-armed starfish. He's got these long arms,
Oh my gosh, it feels weird.
right?
Like a snake.
Yep.
It's like a wet
So
snake.
echinoderms, like sea urchins, they have these cool tube feet. They have tube feet, but they're different on starfish. They're organized down the center of each leg. I'll give you another vocabulary word. This is radial symmetry. People have bilateral, right side and left side are similar, but on starfish, they have radial symmetry. So they're kind of similar to a tire, so
That's
to
cool.
speak, right? Okay, so believe it or not, there's something in this touch tank that's related to spiders, and I'll confess, I'm really scared of spiders. I hate
too.
to
I
admit
don't like
that.
them.
I hate spiders. snakes, alligators, nothing scares
Yeah,
me. I don't
me
like
too.
spiders. But there's this cool animal that I'm totally not scared of, even though it's related to spiders. Let me wash the sand off of them. Everyone wants to hide.
What?
Do you know what that is?
A horseshoe crab. Those are related
It
to
is.
spiders?
Horseshoe crabs, they're totally related to spiders. If you turn them over,
Oh,
don't be scared. It's not a spider, it's a horseshoe
I know,
crab.
but I didn't know that and now I don't like it.
Oh, you gotta love horseshoe crabs. So horseshoe crabs are so cool. Number one, they have blue blood, which is kind of crazy, but it's true. They have book gills. If you look right here, like fish have gills, right? Normal gills that they breathe through. Horseshoe crabs have book gills. Their gills are like pages in a book and they all flop together and
Yeah,
that's
it
how
looks-
they breathe.
I can see that.
And if you look closely at their legs, you can actually see that they do resemble a spider.
Yeah, I can see
They've
that.
got these crazy eyes right here on top.
Oh.
They've got the long pointy tail, but this is just a baby horseshoe crab. All right, so check it out. It's a red mangrove. You can see the roots coming down, the prop roots stabilizing the sediment, but they don't only stabilize the sediment, they create area and habitat for other things to grow. In this case, there are sponges, there are tunicates. On the other mangrove we saw, there were oysters. So there are all these other pieces of habitat, barnacles, and then, of course, my favorite, the fish. Sergeant Major, mangrove snapper, also called gray snapper, sailor's choice, checkered puffer.
Yeah, I see that.
right?
That one's cute.
Right? So one of the things that we're very proud of here is helping people learn about things that humans do that affect the environment. Of course, taking water out of the environment to make water that we can drink is an important thing. We all need water to drink, but the animals need water. So balancing where we take the water from and how much we use. You can see in the house, right? Everyone needs water to do different things, but about half of the water we use is used for irrigation.
Oh, wow.
So to solve that problem, because that's not a very good use of water, the water that's used, the wastewater, comes to the Loxahatchee River District. It gets treated to a very high level, and then we recycle that water to meet landscape irrigation needs at golf courses.
Wow.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. So Gemma, we're getting ready to feed the dock piling tank. One of my favorite things to do at the River Center. You can see the pompano, the majors, the porgies. Everyone's so excited. It's time to eat. So Jocelyn, let's have some food. Here it comes. So some silver sides, there's the pompano.
Oh my God.
It's time to eat. Watch the gray snappers coming pretty soon. Here's a big porgy coming in, a jolt head porgy. All right. Oh, let's see.
hungry.
Hopefully the sharks are, look at the yellowtail. Oh my goodness, it's like we're out in a coral reef and everyone's getting ready. It's a good thing I don't have a fishing pole. Lane snapper there. There's an Irish pompano, some blue runners, yellowtail snapper. I love the yellowtail.
Oh, I know. Right?